In the quiet clearing of a dense and meandering forest, there's a place called Wanderstop. It's a tea shop, a garden, and perhaps something more, something forgotten and found again. And at its heart, there's a fallen warrior named Alta. Wanderstop is a game about many things. On the surface, it's a cozy life sim where you brew tea, grow plants, and serve customers passing through. But beneath that, it tells the story of a warrior who's lost her way and who may not even realize just how lost she is. This video is the beginning of her story. As I play through and finish Wanderstop, I'll be exploring Alta's journey and the questions it raises. This isn't the end of her story, but it's where it begins. Alta wasn't always here, serving tea under a warm wooden roof. Once, she was a fighter, a champion in the arena. Her name was spoken with respect, and her victories defined her. But that kind of life doesn't leave much room for failure. And after 2 crushing defeats, Alta's sense of purpose began to crack. So she did what many broken people do. She searched for a way to fix herself. She set out alone to find Master Winters, a renowned trainer who might help her reclaim what she thought she had lost. The journey began as they often do, with determination. She ran into the thick forest with her sword in hand. But with every step, something felt heavier. The weight of the sword became unbearable. Her body failed her. She laid down her blade, and soon after, she collapsed. When she awoke, the world was different. She woke to a gentle smile. Borrow, a broad, kind-eyed man who runs the tea shop, had found her in the woods and brought her here to Wanderstop. He even carried her sword as easily as if it were a stick of driftwood, when for Alta its weight was unimaginable. At first Alta was restless, her mind still on the fight, on the quest, on Master Winters. She wanted to leave. She needed to leave. She tried to leave. But her body, or maybe something deeper, wouldn't let her. So she stayed. And slowly, Borrow showed her a different way of being. He taught her how to tend the garden, how to grow flowers and brew teas that soothe the travelers who find their way to the shop. He showed her that it was okay to not have all the answers, to sit a while, tea in hand. That it was okay to do nothing. And all the while, her sword sat quietly beside a tree, waiting. There's a peculiar magic to Wanderstop. It feels like a sanctuary or a pause between chapters in a life. Borrow says that lost things find their way here, and when they do, he carefully packages them up and returns them to their owners. You can't help but wonder if Alta herself is one of those lost things. Someone who's been carried here by forces beyond her control, waiting to be returned to something. Or maybe she's meant to stay. At the point I'm up to in the story, about 5 hours in or roughly halfway, Alta remains at Wanderstop, caught between who she was and who she might become. There's a strange sense that time moves differently here in the clearing, and that this small tea shop may not be entirely of this world, but this is just the beginning.